What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about some products that suck, that I'm not happy with, that I've tried and spent my own hard-earned money on, that I have really disappointed me, and I do not recommend them at all. So if you guys like this type of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below if there are products that you have tried that totally suck. So just to get into it, the first one I'm going to talk about is a little bit controversial. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Now I've done a video on this and I actually do really like this palette. But as you can see, one of the main reasons I don't like it is how filthy it gets. I've used this quite a bit, even the back is filthy. The inside of it gets pretty messed up. So as you can see, like I've used this quite a bit. I do like the shadows in here. I do think they're nice. However, I'm really upset about the repackaging. I purchased this with my own money on the Morphe website as soon as it launched. I waited in a virtual line for 45 minutes and I paid, I want to say $7.95 for shipping or something from the Morphe store. So last week they debuted this palette with a laminated packaging, photos on the back, and shade names for the same price in Ulta stores. So you can walk up to the store and get it with better packaging and the shades are labeled on the back. So one of the complaints that everybody on the internet had was how dirty this gets. So Jaclyn went on Snapchat herself and said if you just take a baby wipe and wipe this off, you can clean up the shadow. So I tried that and then it started to take off this kind of signature silvery part that she has. So I kind of quit because if I kept going, I would take off the entire embossing on the front. So although I do like the shadows in here, I'm really disappointed in them repackaging it and reselling it with better packaging in stores like less than 6 months after they've debuted the palette. So that's why this isn't a fail for me, because like I think we got gooped. I really do. I think that us that waited in the virtual line and paid the Morphe shipping the day that it came out, I think we got gooped. So this is definitely a fail for me, even though I do like the shadows. Next up, I have a palette from the Balm. This is the Rockstar palette. It's a face and eye palette. So up in the top, you do have your eyeshadows, your 12 eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlighter. And then on the bottom, you have 2 cream products, which are meant for your cheeks or your lips. So I just don't like these. When I look at this, I can't figure out like a cohesive look to do. You've got like the brown and like the black right here, which I could do, but then you've got like a purple and like there's nothing like cohesive to me about this palette, and I really struggle with finding a look that I like. Also, I find that these shadows like blend together and kind of muddy together really poorly on my eye. The highlighter is nice, it's a little bit dark for me, and the blush is fine. These cheek products, I don't use cream cheek products because I have oily skin, I have textured skin, I have acne. I can't be putting a cream on here, it'll slide all over the place. So as a lip balm, I'm sure they're fine. But what I'm probably going to do is just depot the blush and maybe the highlighter, or I just give this to somebody else. This is just not worth it to me. I did pick this up from Nordstrom Rack. It was like 13 bucks, but still, like I just never reach for this. Next up, I have 2 products from the brand CYO, which is new at Walgreens. I have a whole video, I'm not sure if it's going to go up before or after this one, of testing out CYO products. So you kind of got a little bit of information there about what I like and what I don't like. But I hate these. So the first one is, this is the Contour Highlight and Blush Palette in the shade Fair Medium. So you get a cream blush, a cream highlighter, and a powder bronzer in here. When I was ordering this online, I did not realize these were cream products. So, I mean, they're fine, but this, as you can see, is very like chalky and gross, and it's too vibrant as a blush. In that video, I did kind of shear it out with a beauty blender, so it ended up being okay, but I'd much prefer a cream blush. The highlighter is too dark for me, most definitely. It's not very shiny. It's more, it looks like a concealer to me, to be honest. The bronzer is fine. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's the best bronzer I've ever used. If anything, I will depot this. I don't think it's a bad bronzer. But for the price, I just would totally skip this, even if you like cream products, because this, who is putting this as a blush on their face? Tell me who. In the fair medium category. If you have like deeper skin, definitely this would work for you, but No, 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 no. Save your money on that one. And then the second product from CYO I absolutely hated was this eyeshadow palette. This is in the shade Rainbow Warrior Pack-a-Punch. I don't know. There are too many like names on the back of this for me to figure out what it's actually called. So these are the shades, and I really thought that like I would like this because you have like neutral browns, you have some shimmery shades. This is absolutely horrible. This is really, really bad. This is one of the worst eyeshadow palettes I've used in a very long time. So these four in this quadrant right here are creams, which I tested out in the video. This one is a primer, actually. I did one side of my face. One eye I did Wet n Wild primer, and then the other side I used this primer in here. I hate this. I hate it. My eyeshadow creased. They don't blend very well. They're not very pigmented. They're just really, really bad. And I tried to layer the cream under the powder. Just did not work. So even for the price, again, don't bother getting this. This is like caliber of kids makeup. And there are products from CYO that I really, really do like and enjoy, which I discussed in that video. So I'm not trashing the brand as a whole, but this one is definitely not worth it. Two more drugstore price items that I have are from JCat Beauty. And these are the shimmery powders, they're called. I have two of them. I have one in white and one in like a chocolatey brown. So this is what they look like, and then when you open them up, they're loose. There's no like screen or like screen to protect it from spilling all over the place. When you swatch these, they're absolutely gorgeous. They are so nice. They're beautiful. They're shimmery. They're metallic. But when you get these on the eyes, they fade and crease really, really badly. And I don't have trouble a lot with eyeshadows creasing and fading throughout the day. I really do like my Wet n Wild eye primer. So I tried these with a bunch of different primers. I tried them with the Wet n Wild, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I tried them with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and they're just not good. They're just not good. This one as a highlighter is okay on your face if you're really, really fair like me, but I just don't think that they're worth it. They just don't stay on your eyes. They're beautiful, but I wish that they stayed. And the last one I have is a new release from Becca. This is the Après Ski Face Palette. So I was really, really excited for this when I bought it, and I was really excited when I saw the shades, but they just aren't pigmented. And I own Becca products. I own a lot of Becca highlighters and blushes, and when I went into this, I told myself, like, be really careful. These are really, really pigmented, but they're just not. I don't know if they changed the formula or what. They're just, the pigment is just not, especially with this pink one here, the pigment is just not there. And okay, so for instance, today I have this one, which is opal, just the regular old opal. I have it on my cheekbones today, and I layered it on. I wonder if I can like reflect light here. No. I layered it on. I took a very dense crease brush and I packed it on, and I can barely see it. And that's just not the Becca formula that I know and love, so I don't know if there's something different in here. This rose quartz right here is absolutely gorgeous, but I need to really, really pack that on. I need to like, I usually pile it on with an eyeshadow brush, then I spray my brush and I tap it on. And you can't even see it. The bronzer right here, this is in Bronzed Bondi. I do like it. It's not pigmented, and it does have glitter in it, so just be mindful of that. The blush, same thing, not pigmented, but I do like it. This is a blushed copper blush. Yep, blushed copper blush. I don't know who is using this as a blush, because it's a kind of a copper highlight. So I don't know who's using that as a blush, but this icicle one I haven't dipped into yet because I've been so disappointed in the rest of this. It's a beautiful palette. The packaging is fantastic with like the icicle reflecting snow stuff. I really, really like this. I was super excited for it, and I will continue to use it, but I don't like that it's not the crazy reflective Becca formula that that I know and that I'm used to. So boo on this one. So those are the products that have been totally disappointing for me lately. Definitely sucks. I paid for all these with my own money, and it's always sad when you are really excited for something like that Becca palette and you get it and it's just like meh. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!